Game 2, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be really exciting between impunity.storm as well as step.gods. And today joining you is going to be Babael, that's me, and my co-caster is Lark.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Man, impunity.storm, they won that previous game against step.gods, which I think they're really happy and ecstatic about, but they can't, be smiling and all that just yet because they have to make sure they win the second game as well. And we're well underway, sorry, for this game.
Yep, and that's it. It seems like they need still to make sure that they win all the remaining matches in the HoNTour Southeast Asia Cycle 4. And that's going to be 3 games left. 1 today, this is the one you're watching. 2 more tomorrow, all of which if they do win, they will be able to make themselves available for the HoNTour Grand Final qualifier. We want to see that happen. That's going to be our agenda, and we're just rooting for them to at least make it there. But StepGods, yeah, it's not as if you guys don't need a win, but you don't need a win. That's it. The first banning phase is going to be nicely completed here. Fate, Sandwave, MOA, as well as Scout. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think the response there from Master of Arms was just the fact that Bastom did a really good job in that middle lane. Even though at the start he did kind of look shaky, even taking that bottom team fight, he was like going around in circles, like not sure what the hell to do. He did eventually come back into the game very strong, 400 GPM. I think in the previous game. Let me just take a quick look at the match stats. I think, yeah, he had like no, he had 520 one gold per minute. So really good job by him. He got the items he needed to be that secondary carry. It felt like he was almost the main carry for the team, but yeah, he did a lot of work for his team.
Yeah, that's going to be the case. That said, well, it seems like the first picks coming from both sides going to be pretty good as well. Engineer going to be picked up by Team Legion, following which going to be Bubbles on the Hellbourne side, and that's going to be really good as well. Rush Attack plus Pestilence going to follow it up for Team Legion side. That's going to be Step Gods for you guys. And Step Gods, man, ever since Cycle 1, they seem to have been improving quite on a constant basis. And that's quite hard a feat to accomplish, if you ask me.
Yeah, it really is. And the thing is, like, okay, so just looking at the lineups currently, Hellburn team, you have Nova and Bastom, not Nova and Bastom, but the first two heroes going to be the Bubbles and the Parasite. So that means they want to be the aggressors this time around because having that kind of camp advantage is a lot better for them. The Engineer Hag Pestilence combination coming from Legion team, that's really strong as well. The Engineer is going to help a lot in terms of locking down the heroes, good enough for Hag to set off a bat blast, but Pestilence of course as well, going to help out also for setting up for bad blasts coming from Stretch Hag. A lot of early aggression from Pestilence and Engineer. As for the Hellburn team, it's not unseen just yet, but so far they have Bubbles and Parasite.
Yep. That's it. Well, the second manifest is actually going to complete right here. We do have the... sorry, it's going to begin right here. But that's it. The picking phase completed. It's going to be the Pebbles on Team Hellbourne side. Pebbles, like I mentioned before, if it is being played by Best Thumb, it could be really big because we saw him really succeed in the previous game on the MOE. It was really devastating. Yes, I know he didn't kill as much people as Nox did, but he did have a double tap towards the end of that game, and he did provide the extra damage coming up from the shield breaker, and that is really insane. Plus a savage mace, man, on those kind of farm on Bastom. Never really thought he could fulfill such a big role. That said, Pebbles, man, is going to be a different ball game for him. He's going to look towards more gankish style, and that's what I want to see as well, because gank is going to be the name of the game for Team Hellbourne side. You want that from both the Parasite as well as the Pebbles. Bubble's going to be played by Emperor, if I'm not wrong, and if Emperor reprises the role of the Bubbles, he will have the extra mobility. I want to see him fulfill the Portal Key, the Pushbook, instead of the Codex.
Yeah, Portal Key, Pushbook, I don't think Emperor is ever going to go Codexes. I don't think even anybody is going to go a Codex on Bubbles. It's just a retarded item and more of a KDR farming shit, especially if you're going against like a no MMR team. But yeah, I mean, this is looking really good. I want to see a Bastom Pebbles. I think Bastom's done a pretty good job today, ever since he translated towards the mid role. Emperor, of course, he did pretty decently as well. There were a couple of misplays, but he's slowly inching into that, that offlane, that offlane hero role kind of. And I think that the previous round over there, I think it's just a bit of miscommunication as well between the team. He didn't have any wards to work with, but of course at the same time, he should have heard up the call saying, they're going top, they're going mid, they're missing, and all this kind of jazz. So hopefully this time around with his bubbles, he can make some big plays.
Yeah, we definitely want to see that as well. Emperor in the previous game, he did at least have the Cold Rush attack. That's a pretty good item on a... Oh, screw that. That is a fantastic item on a Lost, and it really is because of the extra effect
Lockdown.
it has, the hacks also. And that being said, we would love to see that on Bubbles as well in this game. And now into the banning phase, I do believe that the second beta phase completed here. We have the Pyromancer, Dark Lady, Nymphora, Keeper of Forest, Glacius, and Tempest being banned out. So Nova gonna ban on both Keeper and Tempest because he did see the Wretched Hack being picked up on Team Legion already. And on the flip side, CLN, the drafter for Team step.gods, going to be able to just ban out the Pyromancer, Nymphora, as well as Glacius. All of them are support. So no Nymphora in this game, and that's going to be really devastating for the Nymphora Pebbles combo.
Yeah, Nymphora, of course, was a huge part of the success in that previous game as well. Because if you noticed, Dampier, okay, I wouldn't say the first couple of parts were that great because they kind of suicided against a 4-man gank. Well, not really gank, but they put the gank on themselves. But
Oh yeah.
anyways, so far so good for Helmertima. Just looking at the bans, of course, they want to address a lot of those secondary supports because they don't want to give it towards Hellburn team because there's a lot of aggression over there. Right now, uh, they don't need to worry about that secondary support for impunity.storm though because they have the parasite ready. They just need to address this carry as their next hero. As for Legion team, they have the torture and engineer as the main two supports over there. Double support roles. You have Pestilence in the mid lane. Hag, not sure if he's gonna be in the carry-ish role or off lane. Okay, he's gonna be in the carry role. Rally's gonna be over there in the off lane. Unless they want to send Rally mid and then Pestilence is the carry. I don't know what they're gonna do. Wait, CLN was the okay, CLN was actually the carry player in the
Yep, he
previous
was.
game.
Yes.
So actually, this is gonna be a carry rally. I don't 100% agree with that. Definitely don't like it. I think even something like a Hag would be much more better in that kind of role. But we're just gonna have to wait and see how they're gonna, inch this advantage in this game.
Yep, and that's gonna be the case. And that's it. It's pretty cool to see. And Team Legion Man with the rally, if he's gonna be the carry, that's gonna be a call of trouble there. And it's gonna be a Kraken being picked up by Team Hellbound. So no, man, Nox gonna be playing as a Pebbles. Wow, what the hell, man? Really? This is just weird.
It's not really weird because I've seen carry pebbles before, but the thing is usually you like to pair it up with something like a deadwood so you can get that instant burst on someone. In this kind of situation, they have that parasite to rely on for that burst, but he does need to get a good snowball advantage in the jungle, which I think he should have relatively well because he's not gonna be as harassed as much. There is so it's gonna be I think they could even go for a pseudo try if they wanted and just have Bubbles mid, Kraken off lane because Bubbles should by all means have no issues in middle lane by himself. I do believe it's gonna be that pseudo try. You see, well, the Hellburn heroes actually running towards their their Legion, not Legion, sorry, Hellburn camp because they want to make sure that it doesn't get warded off so Parasite can be able to have that free reign, pick up on some good hard camp creeps and start picking up kills on Legion team. I like the aggression coming out from Hellburn team. It just means that Nox will be a lot more capable in getting those huge ganks off. I do from time to time love seeing carry Pebbles because I feel like it's like Pebbles is a strong hero, and his auto attacks are pretty damn hard, especially if you get something like an Elder Parasite, which I don't think maybe he's gonna get in this game. We're gonna have to wait and see. I think even things like Demonic Precipice is just so much more better for what's his face Nox over there in the on Pebbles. So yeah,
What's his face? Okay, that's gonna be really cool. That's it. Actually, Team Hellbound side, it is gonna be Nox there on the carry route, and he will be playing the Pebbles. I thought that it was gonna be Bastom playing as the Pebbles in the mid lane, but things definitely sides with them. It's not bad really, but that's gonna be questionable because you have Pebbles on the carry, and against a Wretched Tank, that's still gonna be okay. In general, if Pebbles is up against something like a Sand Wraith, a Moon Queen, that's not gonna be good at all for Team Hellbound. But in this kind of a game, I would say that at least Pebbles will have a little bit extra roaming space coming from Team Hellbound side, because Legion side, you don't have much of that physical carry kind of a route there. Rarely gonna be played by CLN. If he is the carry, then we have a pretty interesting unorthodox carry coming from both sides. But in general, Hellbound has got a lot of early game aggression, and that's what I like to see from Team Hellbound. But the question is, like the first game, can they keep it up?
Like, I mean, like, okay, so they're going with that Rally as a carry. I don't really agree with that because I like him more in that initiation kind of role. Pestilence can also be that initiator for the team. I still think that Hag would have been the best choice to put that carry-ish role on, but of course, Hag, even though he's playing in that carry role or even in that offlane role, he's still gonna pick up on similar items, Grimmer of Power, that Shrunken Head, into things like what do you call this, Cold Sheepstick, and then eventually into the Restoration Stone if it reaches the really late stages of those games. And they're gonna try to set up for a gank here at the top lane, but of course, Wards of Sight already being early placed by
Mhm.
Nova, which is really good. But here comes the Rev Ward, and I think they're gonna start warding up the hard camp. Oh, maybe not.
Yep, no,
Okay.
man. Okay, this is going to be really questionable, but that said,
Hmm.
now going to introduce the players as well as teams here because we forgot about that completely. And in this game 2 between Imperial Storm and step.gods, Legion side going to be covered by step.gods from Thailand. And it's going to be CLN, the drafter there. He is going to be the rally. He was the carry. I hope he is not going to be the carry this game. Moontier, he is going to be the engineer. We also got Coriander, my good friend Coriander, going to be the pestilence in this game. Rush Attack being played by King Oi, and I'm going to call him King. And that would be our retro deck as well. And we got Overtire, and that would be the Torturer. Last game, I do believe he was a Parasite. It was a really good Parasite. That's it on the Hellbound side. It's going to be Impunity Storm from Thailand as well. And Impunity Storm there. Nova, going to be the captain and drafter. He will be the Luna. Bastom going to be playing in the top lane, and that is not a carry Bastom, but it is going to be a Bubbles on the Bastom. Nox going to be in the mid lane. Nox playing as the Pebbles instead, and mid lane. Wow, things are definitely a lot different in this game. Emperor going to be a down south. That's going to be the Kraken, and Parasite, VN Sensation, going to be in the Legion jungle.
Yeah, I guess it's okay this with this current lane setup as it is, because Emperor should have no issue against this Hag. He's actually taking a lot of harass. Holy crap! Of course, Stout Shield will help him a lot, but he has stack regen, so he shouldn't worry too much. He actually gets health potion instead, which I guess it's still kind of okay. He bought himself 6 trees, so it's more than enough. Pebbles mid. Here comes
Parasite gonna say hi here. Leoric is in the creep there. That being said, a nice stun by Leoric is gonna make sure that Pestilence is gonna be stunned down there, but not enough for a kill. It seems like Pebbles, man, not able to just nicely mana for that one. And health potion gonna be used here. At least it is gonna buy Hellbound a little bit extra advantage, seeing how Pestilence wasted that health potion.
Yeah, I like this aggressive Parasite here. Because there is no ward to release. Okay, there's this ward on that hill, but that's not gonna really spot him out when he gets into this hard camp, as you can see right here, which he's gonna do. But unfortunately, it's only a Vagabond leader. He definitely needs his level 2 to get that leech ability. Mid lane, Pebbles, Luna. Of course, we know that having that that kind of setup is just very good. A lot of burst potential there. Power throw on top of the stalagmites, and the chuck coming up from Pebbles is really good. If they go on to Pestilence in this early stages.
Bottom lane, Kraken in a lot of trouble there. The sea monster actually gonna be harassed by a wicked witch. And Hag there is just nicely slapping on those bats onto Kraken. Kraken is not looking so good so far, but he does have one health potion that he is gonna be able to use that. He does have stack regen as well.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna die anyways from this kind of lane here. He was just gonna get heavily harassed, but he can always send more regen towards himself. Hag is going for more of that taunt route. Hopefully he doesn't up his taunt after this level 2, because that doesn't really help out, because he wants to be able to take team fights with that Sonar Scream ability and the Bat Blast. Middle lane, it's that Pebbles. I think Pebbles did find. Okay, he's not picking up his bottle just yet, but Torture's in the vicinity, and there is no ward to actually spot this out. I think he did run from behind. Rather than through the river, so it's not gonna be spotted by Nova over here. And I think there is still vision from that ward of sight over there, if I'm not mistaken. So it will kind of spot him if he, if he runs a little bit to that left side. But other than that, I do like the fact that Parasite's just trying to excel on his farm. He's at least getting the runes as well. That's gonna deny it from Legion team, but I hope to see him at least pick up a kill soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be really good. That's it. There is a Torture in his vicinity. A Luna actually gonna walk all the way up here, and that would actually spot out the Torture, and it's gonna just say hi with a nice slap there by the energy ball. That's the effect coming from the Luna auto attacker. That's pretty cool as well. That's it. 300 gold lead for Team Legion. Nothing really to boast about, but that's it. Bottom lane though. Kraken just so close to picking up the kill there on Wretched. Kraken did not use his tsunami charge. He does have 2 points into this splash, and that is questionable if you ask me.
Yeah, and that's why the thing is, I don't really agree with like Haunt level 2 against the Kraken with stack regen. He even has a bottle now. Holy shit. Top lane actually.
Yo. Top lane there. There goes the stun from the chain reaction onto the Bubbles. Bubbles is going to get impalement onto his face, but is he going to be okay? That's the question. Take cover going to be used, and even a health potion just to make sure that he's going to be fine. That's such a clutch gameplay. But hold it up, because mid lane stuff happening here. Engineer actually going to take the fall. That's a blood loss for VN Sensation. Really good to see that as well. Parasite, man, with the roam. It is going to be really good for Team Hellbound.
Yeah, man, Bastomp is impressing me today. That was huge. Take cover into that quick health potion. Really nice. I mean, that's the shit I like to see, man. And Bastomp's doing a really good job. Torture is actually gonna bottle up invisibility rune. I think he can even bottle this up and, I mean, not bottle this up, use this up and for himself and set up for another gank on bubbles, which I think they by all means can probably get. There is no word of sight to spot this out, I believe, because he ate the bottle already. He should be fairly in a good position. As you can see, Bubbles is still kind of unaware of this gank.
And at the top lane here, Bubbles by himself, pretty questionable. There goes the chain reaction. Bubbles, man, best. I'm gonna have to die sooner or later there, and it's good to see that at least he's postponed his death a little bit. He is now already at level 4 against level 5 Rally. So Rally CLN is having a pretty good time at the top lane here. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Hack against Kraken, it's still the same old story, man. Those two lovebirds need a room. That's it. They're both at level 5. Pretty good to see that as well. Kraken already with the bottle there. Pretty cool. And Kang there, playing Stretcher Hack. It's cool to see that it doesn't even have any more regeneration. So Kraken could probably pick this kill. Tsunami Charge, unfortunately, is going to miss there. So it's going to charge straight into the tree.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. By the way, did you change the overlays?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I did.
Right.
I did. You gotta trust me, man. I know what the hell I'm doing.
Alright, cool. Sorry about that, bro. But anyways, the Vagabond leader gonna be snatched again. So, you know, Vince's sensation is just because he can't really pick up on the kills, he's just gonna excel in his farming. So that's good for him. I think he can actually pick up on another kill on Engineer. He actually did pick up that helped to pick up that Bloodlust at the early start of the game, so shouldn't harp on that fact. He is gonna be seen again by the Ward of Sight, so that's why they should know what's up over there in their jungle. Level 6 Rally, by the way. Bubbles not shit in that level, and bottom lane, holy shit.
Oh no, Kraken doesn't have the Tsunami Charge for the next 10 seconds. He is going down. That's it, Emperor. Already dead there. And it's gonna mean that Hack actually have a little bit extra advantage going to this bottom lane here. But Pebbles needs to be really careful. Nox, that is. Parasite is gonna be safe. Also, he thinks the Hack doesn't have the HoN, but it does at least have the Son of Scream in just a few seconds, but doesn't have the mana for that. That being said, at least the auto attack is gonna be able to pick up the kill. VN Sensation will be able to just take the fall there. And that's it. 3-1 so far. Double tap for King there. King doing a pretty good job as the carry in this game. And I mean, impunity.storm, they cannot lose this. And they are. I like the aggression, but it doesn't seem to pay them a good favor though.
Yeah, actually that's another reason why I don't really like seeing a Striders on the Parasite so early in the game. He wasn't that far behind the farm. I think just going for that phase boots, not phase boots, sorry, the Ghost Marchers would have been a lot better. Middle lane though.
Impale is going to be used on the Pebbles, but that is a Pestilence that cannot probably toss. So no way they could pick up a kill on the Pebbles there. I would definitely love to see that in maybe the Reef War version, but not happening. Just Dilemma is gonna miss. Wow, Nox! What a misplay it is, but here comes the flying Kraken, and Tsunami Charge is gonna be the name of that game. There goes the big air Kraken from below the ground there. It's in fact gonna be used on the river. That's pretty cool to see as well. And Torture gonna go in, but the body block from nobody to see that. There's one Feather Luna gonna be able to just block out the kill, not making sure that the kill on Pebbles is gonna come to fruition. But Luna gonna pay the price there with a good size big slam from the Rally CLN coming here to make sure that at least his team stays on top of that exchange. And it is not looking good for Team Hellboy and all, but there is no mana there. And even Hack's gonna be in his vicinity. Emperor shouldn't be here, and he does not have the so much. Wait, he does have it, but he's not gonna use it just yet. He's gonna charge the Rally all the way back here, and that's gonna be crushable. Stalagmite is gonna be used, but I don't think it's gonna be really useful. And there goes Nox, a lot of trouble. Also, Pebbles now gonna try and run away, but Pebbles, man, is gonna go down as well. It's now double tap for King. King doing a really good job, and Storm's gonna be used as well on the Luna. It's still not done yet. They're still not done yet. They want to kill Nova again, and Nova a lot of trouble. Nova gonna take the fall. It's gonna be a really questionable gameplay coming from impunity.storm. 72 so far, 2k goal lead for Team Legion.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The thing is that all transpired because Emperor took a bit too long in terms of choosing his route. He was actually staying in the middle lane for very, very long. If he didn't, you know, take that long ass route, Nox would have been fine, Nova would have been fine, and they would have actually, you know, at least slowed down on the aggression. So kind of a misplay from his part, but nevertheless, you know, it is looking pretty grim for them now, but I do believe that they can still turn this around. Pebbles, he still doesn't have his steam boots just yet, which is kind of scary to see. Pestilence is already at level 6, level 7. He just reached it over there, and top lane again, man. Rally double D's.
Double D on the Rally, looking for the kill on the Bubbles. Bubbles now is actually trying to run away, but the compel is not used just yet. Rally still is within side there. He's going to use the compel, but he does have a little bit of extra stun, and that's the seismic slam going to miss. I saw that coming. That's going to be really bad because the Kelfield is the only thing that's going to help him. There goes Parasite coming in, and it's going to be complete revenge. And the good point, Parasite stole double damage as well. So double D is going all the way out to the Parasite. Talking about all the Thailand transactional sex there, but anyway, sorry about that. Sex change in Thailand just happening very quickly. Double D is going on to VN Sensation. Now he's already in the Vulture Lord, but that being said, Torture at the top lane needs to be really careful because there's a Luna here as well as a Parasite in the jungle. And meanwhile, melee Corian actually goes down to Emperor. That's going to be really good as well. Emperor now going to size up things on Engineer. Engineer is going to be fine. And back to the top lane, Torture gang is actually going to be well in the way. A Luna going to be here to just land a nice stun. And Parasite going to be coming up real soon as well. Facehug is not going to be used. However, Leech is there. And it seems like Chain Reaction going to be used as well. Compel from Rarely going to save his teammates. So at least Legion side is going to be safe.
Yeah, it's just really good for him. Unfortunately, of course, Facehug's not up and available for Parasite, so not gonna be able to use that. He has 1k in the bank currently, so he's gonna go for the really early Codex. Should be a little bit careful. Rally's in the vicinity though, but Bubbles doesn't have enough mana for his Kelp Field and what do they call this, Shell Surf combination. Even though the Kelp Field is gonna be up in 9 seconds, but he gets to get a bottle and a mana potion, so he's gonna have enough mana right now. He can actually potentially kill this Rally. Here comes Parasite.
Parasite behind, and Lich gonna be used. Stelomite's also gonna connect quickly. Kelp on both of them. That's gonna be really good. That's it. Rally there is not gonna land Seismic Slap today. But here comes the Hack though, and the Hack's gonna be able to just turn things around a little bit there. But Parabel's still alive, and Hack a lot of trouble. Hack trying to run away, but can Hack do that? It seems like the shark's gonna be that only the creep will fly today, and Hack actually gonna have to take the fall. That's gonna be really good for Team Hellborn. In total, 3-1 kind of exchange. Parasite the only sacrifice.
Yeah, overextension from Hag over there. You don't need to do that kind of shit. It's a good mana by him, actually, I have to say, for trying to at least try to pick up the kills. They're all really low, which means Pestilence, if he comes in, he's gonna probably kill them, but because they're low on mana as well. Mana as well as HP. You can see they're already hiding as nicely over there because they don't want to be picked off, and Pestilence gonna just be starting.
This is not the real thing, is it? No, it's not. It's just an illusion. That's it. The real stuff actually is still very far behind, and it's just camping them out a little bit. Parasite gonna come in to just bail out on the rest of his teammates. And that being said, the real Pestilence is now gonna show itself, and that's gonna be the real stuff. The Take Flight Rippings and Legion, the Hellborn team, in fact, all of them, a little bit of a hesitation there, but they're trying to run away, and the Silence gonna be used on Pestilence. Pestilence by himself, can he pick up 3 kills? No, I don't think so, but he can pick up at least the best Storm. And Kag's gonna connect from the Engineer from behind. Meanwhile, Kraken comes in and saves his teammate. That's gonna be pretty good to see as well. Face not gonna be able to just use the silence out. Torture still picks up Nova. Nova takes the fall, and that's just such a waste. But that being said, Kraken's gonna be able to use his ulti, and Engineer is gonna be fine though, but the Keg is gonna land as well. Rally has the Seismic Slam, but will not use it. And that's it. Pebble's gonna be safe, at least. Out of the 3 members there, at least
Engineer's
one
gonna die.
Engineer, yep, Engineer a lot of trouble. Looking for extra damage coming out from the Hellcannon. Hellcannon gonna take a little bit extra slow, so maybe no kill just yet. And do know Parasite doesn't have any skills there. No face hug, only the Lich, so it's gonna be a waste. No kill on that one.
Yeah, I actually thought he was gonna be able to get that. I guess I estimated a little bit too wrongly, but yeah, Engineer, good use of the turret over there, slowing him down, saved up his life, and again, overextension coming from Legion team. Like, they forced a lot. You see, they're working as a team. You can tell the communications over there because they kited the shit out of Pestilence. And I think if Bubbles had used the take cover, he would have been able to survive. But I think he didn't have no mana. I'm not too sure. He actually misses another take cover over there. He should have actually put that on autocast so that the swarm, whenever Pestilence tries to throw out the swarm, he won't get hit up to this.
Yep, that's it. Chelsea going to be able to spot out Rally there, the Captain America shield doing a lot of extra work. And 9-10. Hellborn team not looking so good, but still has got 1k goal lead at least, and that is going to be a slight amount of good news for them. Kraken has been doing a really good job this game. We have to give it to Emperor, man. 2-2-2, 240 GPM on the suicide lane, pretty respectable, and he has been putting forth good Kraken ultimate, really.
Yeah, he's been able to at least place that and get work done with that ulti. Although I would like to see him with an avatar, today. But he's gonna have that avatar. He's gonna have that release the Kraken up in 14 seconds, and he has
top lane. Destruction comes and down goes Nova. It's gonna be really easy to see that as well. Now Nox gonna be in his vicinity. Stelomite's not gonna connect, unfortunately. Rally's gonna be fine, so is Torturer, and it seems like a turnaround might be actually ensued here. Parasite a lot of trouble. Parasite tries to run away, but is it gonna be enough? That's the question. Here comes the Kelfield. Babael's gonna display nice silence though, and on the flip side, Parasite actually takes the fall there. A little bit excited to see that as well. Energy field gonna be used, and it's gonna be a complete mop up here, and Team Hellborn got completely decimated. All that's left is just Kraken, and Kraken at least goes in to pick up the kill on Torture, but it is not good at all. Kraken ultimate gonna be used, and that's a waste. It's not gonna be in a kill at least. Kraken there has got nothing, and Kraken gonna feed the death, and it's gonna be a complete genocide, really.
Yeah, I don't know why Emperor tried to do that. Plus, he actually wasted his second ability. If you notice, he kind of tsunami charged into the tree.
Oh god.
I don't know about the decision. Even if you were gonna pick up a kill on that Torture, we would definitely die. You have a Hag with still enough mana to slow you. You have Rally with a Compel up and available. I don't know. I just feel that was a really questionable decision by him to just pick up the kill on that Torture. He traded his entire life for that, and it's gonna be a kind of genocide, I guess you could say, for Legion team because of that exchange.
Yep, and it seems like Pestilence gonna take a little bit extra investment from the Captain America shield coming from these bubbles. Good to see that as well. Kang, man, already with the light brand looking for a Grimoire of Power. We definitely want to see that item on the Ratchet attack. That's gonna mean extra damage on both the Bat Blast, Sonic Scream, and every single auto attacks that lands from the Ratchet attack. And in general, Team Legion side, we're looking at a lot of increased aggression as well. If you look at the lineup, both sides actually have got pretty much a lot of increased early game aggression, and we would love to see that. But you have to question the gameplay coming from Team Hellbourne, man. In general, that is not ideal at all. Now the tier 1's going to be completely abandoned. It will look to go down. Hack actually securing that one, so Hack's going to have the extra gold to work with into his Grimoire.
It's a good thing Emperor saw that hasted Pestilence coming over, and that's why he rushed over there at the back end. And you saw that Hag is going to get that Grimoire very, very soon, like you nicely mentioned. Middle lane, Bubbles still doesn't have the space to pick up his portal key, only 300 gold in the bank. Nox will have his portal key relatively soon. That will help out his team so much more because they really need that effectiveness. Here we go.
Guys, you gotta catch these Haste of Pestilence, man. This buck can really fly. But that being said, Parasite stole away the haste, and that's gonna be really grim for Pestilence. Look at God, here comes the Red Power Trope, but he will not snipe it out. And look at that turnaround. Really good gameplay by step.gods. step.gods manning it up really nicely. Here comes Kraken. Kraken a little bit confused. He's gonna pop the Kraken on him, but onto Rally. Rally a lot of trouble there. Just one more splash. He doesn't have it for just 1 second. Now he has it, but is he able to use it? I don't think so. And what a coverage is coming from the Hack. Hack actually just blasted Kraken off the map, as Slugmite's gonna be able to pick up Rally, but at the cost of his own life. He seems like Nox also a little bit unclear what the hell he's doing there. And it's really sad to see that even though they stole the haste rune and everything else, there was just quick reinforcements coming from Team Legion side. Hellbourne side just in a mess now.
The thing is, the haste rune wasn't captured because it already wore off, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. That last second, really?
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken as well, Nox with a very questionable port in. If I saw that correctly, he had the portal key. He traded his life. Like him and Emperor again, I gotta say like a little bit of overextension. I mean, they were already kind of losing the team fight because a lot of their heroes have been picked off. So unfortunate that the red power throw missed just a second too late before it was gonna connect. Parasite, I think he did pick up his codex already. Yeah, he used it in a previous engagement, but it wasn't enough because who was it? It was Rally, right? Or no, it was Pestilence. Yeah, Pestilence was fairly tanky already with his steam boots. He doesn't have I was about to say secret relic. He doesn't have a Mystic Specimens yet, which I think he should probably get in this game.
Yep, that's the case there. And look at that top lane, a little bit of ganky stuff happening here. And Rally, he already has the helm of the Black Legion. That's gonna help him survive a lot of this aggression from Team Hellbourne side. But here comes the Parasite though, and the Stalagmite as well as Chuck combo going out, just full blast there with the Codex. It's just gonna make Rally short work. And that's pretty good to see. A little bit of redemption stuff coming from the Hellbourne side.
Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Like the combo, like if this was a Deadwood instead, they would have been able to pick up on a lot more.
Oh my god, mid lane, Bast a lot of trouble, but that's just an illusion.
Yeah, and the tower is gonna go down for Legion team, and Hellbourne, they tried to address this, but I think the port was cancelled in fact even. Really good usage there of that portal key with that Pebbles and that Codex coming from Parasite. They need to constantly keep using this combination as much as possible. I feel like it's a little bit too late though, because they didn't address Hag really early, and Hag's gonna get that Grimoire power very soon.
Yep, definitely Hag needs the Grimoire real soon to just make Hellbourne grim even more. And that's it, yeah, pretty lame I know, but that's it. 19-13 here, 6k gold for Team Legion side. They're looking to do a little bit extra effort as compared to the first game here. And Hellbourne side, you still have got a lot of increased aggression. Codex already completed on the Parasite. You have also the Power Key on Pebbles. We want to see them gang as much as they can, but right now they are just not doing that. And that's questionable because once you pick such a early game kind of a lineup, you are expecting to pick off a lot of these members from the Legion side. And I would like to say about a little bit about the Ratchet Hag. Kang here, 7-1 and 4 with a very good stats. In fact, he does have 530 GPM, and that's a lot. And already with the Grimoire power completed, it's not going to be easy to pick up this Hag right now.
Yeah, I mean, this Hag is just pretty insane right now. 540 GPM, like nicely said. He's gonna work towards his Shrunken Head next, and he's gonna have it very soon. 18 minutes in, he does have that Grimoire power on top of Steam Boost. He has a lot of build-up items. You know, Brave Locket, the what's it called, the Power Supply, Steam Boots, and Grimoire power now. Oh,
Kraken's gonna be fine.
Just careful, man. Just farming a little bit too chill for my liking. But yeah, anyways, top lane, there is that Pebbles again. He has that portal key already. He purchases the Mighty Blades. He's gonna go for his Shrunken Head very soon. And after that, I do believe he should definitely pick up that Demonic Breastplate.
Hag could actually spot this one out, go in and pick up the kill on Kraken. Sorry, but Heck is not able to jump in just yet. And I believe Kraken there, with the ball charges, is able to pick up the kill on most of these Ancients there as well. Kraken needs the portal key, man, but he's just very short from that. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, it seems like Heck going in for the kill on Bastom, but Bastom is going to find nice silence there.
Yeah, really nice silence. He took cover, silence, and then because he actually used the shell serve earlier, and that was what Hag was waiting for him to use the shell serve before jumping in, which he did, and at least Hag doesn't die, nor does the bubble, so not much of a concern in that area. But Pebbles, he is slowly starting to pick up on some farm at least. He's only at 330 gold per mid for that short lane carry, and it's kind of interesting to see Pestilence. So
yeah, Pesty now a little bit of trouble there. It seems like Parasite gonna be there, and then no, it's gonna be a kill on VN, man. Nearly got a kill on the engineer, but there is also a lot of backup. You need wards for that stuff to happen, and Ray Power Throw actually gonna miss there. Not able to snipe up engineer. Even if it hit, I don't think it would be a kill.
yeah, exactly. There was no way that they were gonna pick up that kill. But actually, for engineer, let's see, that's a level 7 Luna. Yeah, that would have actually been a kill on him. He doesn't have a Mystic Vestments, by the way. So yeah, but nevertheless, I mean, they're trying to at least utilize their lineup, which is good. But the thing is, you want to make sure that you can at least secure the kill. It's kind of a waste to just constantly just try to pick off kills and then feed, because it's not gonna help at all. Especially seeing as to how that they have that very early game lineup. A lot of Gankish heroes, Bubbles, Pebbles, your Kraken, your Parasite, and your Luna as well. They need to make that early game work, and it's so heavily in favor of Legion team right now.
Yeah, and that's the case. From the Legion side, definitely Rally already level 12 with the helm of the Black Legion. Looking to just tank it up for Hatchet Attack to deal a lot of extra damage. And it seems like a little bit questionable play by Nox. Nox! What are you doing there, Nox? Completely taken care of. And that's not good at all. He jumped on a Rally with 3-4 men behind. That's not good at all. And that being said, 21-13, man. Impunity.storm. I have to stress this again. If they lose this game today, and this second game, they will not be able to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they will not. I mean, they need to know that what's going on. The thing is, the previous game they were able to win that because Dampier was actually farming really crazily. But now you have Nox. Oh no, Luna, careful, engineer.
Yep, so close. Engineer in his vicinity, hiding behind a tree like a good old friend there, but not able to just nicely go out. And that being said, bottom lane, we have a little bit extra kill there on the tower. Bastom at least will be able to pick up that one as well. And this game is just not like the previous one, but a million and Luna out of trouble. Luna might actually go down here. In fact, will do so. Pestilence there has got that blue Master Skull, so at least he's gonna have the extra speed. Meanwhile, Kraken just charges all the way back home. Can he reach in time? I do believe that Legion team is not going to overextend. Meanwhile, bottom lane though, a little bit extra gang may actually happen on the rally. Bubbles goes in, also being used, and it seems like Pestilence going to come in as well with the Face Out Codex and the Leech. That's just nicely timed there. But rally is going to be fine. It seems like there is extra life on this rally, and maybe even looking for a turnaround. But no, Carfield is not going to step for the second time. Rally is looking around away. Rally still has got extra health because of the helm of the Black Legion. And here comes Pestilence. They just took too long to pick up the kill there. Bastom's going to have to take the fall. And now VN in a lot of trouble. VN trying to run with, but VN is definitely looking to go down soon.
Yeah, questionable decision by him to actually jump inside the catapult instead of just going forward and using the poison leech again. But huge juke by Rally apparently. Oh, red power show misses. Ooh, so sad. But yeah, I mean it's just not looking good at all. And what did I want to talk about again? Something about middle lane. Something. I completely forgot what I wanted to say. But yeah,
middle
so
lane,
far
here comes
so good.
Bestie with the haste, looking for the kill on Pebbles. Pebbles is actually going to be severely threatened here. Still might as well shot going to be used, but is it going to be enough? I don't think so. He's going to be able to nicely pot away. But here comes Kraken, and a nice shot. Tsunami also going to be used. That being said, here comes the Kraken, and look at those jaws, man. Really sexy looking. And he's going to be able to just nicely size up the kill onto the Pesty.
Yeah, it's a good thing he has that portal key, and I really love Rally's item choices so far in this game. Like very tanky, especially against like this heavy magic lineup. I definitely hope there's a barrier idol in the works soon, because there's a lot of magic damage coming from Hellburn team. It's mostly magical, unless eventually the Pebbles is gonna pick up on things like a demonic breastplate, Kraken being able to pick up on more auto attack items. He did have the portal key ready. He's still doing a lot of decent damage with Splash, at least on top of that Tauren ability, so hopefully we'll see him picking up something more after that.
Yep, definitely want to see that as well. That's 23 minutes in already. 24-14, approximately 1 kill per minute for Team Legion side. 11k goal lead. Hellbourne don't have that kind of stats just yet. They definitely have got a very aggressive approach, but nope, they are not able to just chain it up nicely. And if you look at Hellbourne side, they don't have much AoE, and that's the problem, man. On Legion side, yes, you have the Bad Blast, you have the Energy Field, stuff that are pretty much fair and proper, whereas on Hellbourne side, no, nothing of that sort at all. Only Kraken Ultimate is has got considerable amount of AoE, but okay, maybe even the Pebbles combo, but that's just about it, man.
Yep, and okay, here's the thing. Like, they have a Kraken ult, but it doesn't really synergize as well with the bubbles ult, the kelp field, because you know, if you throw in the middle, they're still gonna try to run out, and I think they'd rather get hit by a bubble stun as compared to getting continuously sucked in from a Kraken ultimate. I guess, you know, there is like I would prefer if it was like a Kraken with a keeper. Was keeper banned out in this game though? I
Yep,
can't
banned
remember.
out by Nova himself.
Okay, right. So, anyways, the Wild Hunter is running around trying to set up for a kill. I can't see what level his codex is right now because of the shitty ass spectator thing. S2, hello. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, it's a codex. It's still codex level 2. So he's been sitting on that for a very, very long time, and that's mainly because he's been trying to pick off on. I mean, set up for ganks, but he's not getting anything done out of it.
Cute communication between Nox and Nova. They just block each other there at the tree. I do believe that they are actually going to be fine. And that's it though. Back to the Parasite topic, and it seems that Parasite is failing this game. Parasite needs a little bit more extra gang, but the gangs that he has been putting forth are not successful. 1, 5, and 6, man. Sorry, VN session 5, 6, and 4, and that's not looking good for Parasite. Parasite needs a little bit more extra kill and assist. And in general, everyone from the team from Hellbourne side actually fed.
Oh
Best
my
on 1,
god.
5, and 6. That's not good at all for the bubbles.
Yeah, and the reason I said oh my god is because Hag already has his cool draws.
Oh, this is gonna be grim right now. Grim
Yep.
more.
Oh my god, that's so lame. They're gonna take this tier 2, they're gonna try to go for a trade. I do believe Legion team can actually defend this. You see, they even port the fort. Pop the fort, sorry. They know that they can defend this by all means. Pestilence is a Soul's Bulwark. Here we go!
Oh, the gang on the Pesty on to the Baston. Baston playing as Bubbles, a lot of trouble. Kudra gonna be used, and it's gonna be tasted first hand there, but Bubbles is gonna have to take the fall. Here comes the Hag looking for the kill onto the Parasite in the Hell Cannon, but not able to pick up the kill just yet, and they are just nicely gonna try and pot away here. Parasite, though, is a little bit of trouble, and Luna actually gonna come by to just make sure that a little bit of a turnaround is gonna be done, and that's gonna be pretty good. A fake pot away by Luna, very effective at all. And that being said, Pebbles was the deferring option coming from Team Hellbourne side. At least they are able to make something happen. Crackdown is gonna be used as well. And Pestilence, a lot of trouble. Pestilence actually going to hell there. Straight ticket, one-way ticket to hell by the Pebbles
Damn.
chuck. That's pretty good. Knocks with the double tap. At least they turned that around. And Hack actually got addressed, so that's good.
Yeah, I actually like that decision by them. Really, really well played by impunity.storm. A little bit of good
But
plays over
overextension
there.
right now.
Yep. Back off, back off, back off. They have the swarm up on Kraken already. There, unfortunately, there's no portal key on Torture, so they can do shit. Engineer doesn't have a portal key of his own. He does have the push book at least. Rally does finally pick up that portal key, so it's really, really good for him. And they make the most out of that. They didn't get the tower, but at least they got, I think, it was 3 kills or 2 kills. No, they got 2 kills only. And they did at least get the ultimate warrior from Wretched Hag. That slows down his farm. Hag's not going to be able to pick up a shrunken hit really, really soon. But of course, with just the way that he works, he's going to be able to pick up you know, farm very, very easily from lanes and also in the jungle.
Nox needs that Soul's Boa. That's first thing. The second thing he needs is a Demonic Breastplate straight up. But is he able to pick up the item? I don't think he has got a space so far. Looking at his GPM, only about 385. He is not the best of all. King playing the Retro Egg, already 580 thereabouts. So that's a straight up carry for you, Retro Egg. It's the standard format. But as a Pebbles in terms of a carry, I would say that Nox doesn't have the best of games so far. 5, 4, and 8. Even as a Pebbles man, you need to snowball. But this Pebbles hasn't been snowballing. He's just completely beefing it up.
Yeah, he's just not initiating really well, or at least, like, you know, following up with the initiation. Hopefully that gets addressed soon. He has 1.7k gold in the bank. I think actually going for like, I'm not sure, like it's okay. So Pebbles can pick up the demonic breastplate, so can Kraken as well, because that works really nicely with his splash ability. But I definitely think that Pebbles should be the one to pick that up, because I mean, it's just so much more better with his what's it called, the enlarge ability over there. I definitely don't think he's gonna pick up something like the what's that, Staff of the Masters, because it's pretty damn fucking useless in this game. We might even see a Genjuro Pebbles. I don't know. Like, Nox seems to really, really like that item. It could be a possibility. Hag actually could probably die here if he's not careful.
Hag a lot of trouble. Gonna probably help push, but here comes the Chunk. It's gonna be really good, and that's gonna be a kill on the Retro Egg. Again, Hag is gonna be so slow right now. Rally coming in a little bit too slow. That being said, Hag doesn't have the ability to pick up the quick farm he needs for the Shrunken. And Nox is just resetting, waiting for the extra kill. And Rally actually gonna be standing at the tier 1, guarding it like a good old Guardian. But Torture gonna be in the vicinity as well. And Team Legion looking to defend the tier 1 at the top lane. But can they do so against the Pebbles already level 16?
Yep.
18,
I like this.
sorry.
Yeah, 18. Yeah. I like this fact that Rally's just gonna rush for that early Barry Idol. Definitely need that, since Pestilence is already working on that demonic breastplate. Still no Souls Bulwark up on the Hellburn team, and I'm actually surprised at the lack of investments on this Hellburn team, seeing as how Hag is gonna do a shit ton of magical damage. So is Torture, as well as the, you know, Engineer energy field. But of course well, I guess not really energy field since that's true
Top
damage. But
lane.
anyways, yeah, top lane.
Engineer already invisible, looking for the kill there. It seems like Torture is going down today, and that's gonna be complete burst coming from the Parasite. They have the
no.
Bound Knight right now, and the cat's gonna connect nicely on both of them. Here comes the Pestilence stun, and things don't look good, but a good Luna stun is gonna make sure that should be okay. Parasite actually gonna have to take the fall for the rest of his team here, because Pebbles is just worth a lot more money than he does. He's gonna have to be the sacrificial tomb today, and that being said, he will be taken care of. Pebbles actually doesn't have enough mana. They could have done the run if he had, but nope, he just doesn't have it.
Yeah, really, really good. But the thing is, like, okay, so they're actually kind of trading in this kind of sense, but the thing is, they still won't be on the upper hand because they have a Hag, a Pestilence on the Legion team. They even have a Torture who can always transition to a bit more of like damage ability items. They have that Rally Seismic Slam, which is really, really good as well. Although, of course, Rally is going very, very protective in this game. He wants to be that, you know, initiation utility for his team, and that's really, really good to see. Like Hellborn team, what do they have? Yes, they have the Pebbles, they have the Kraken, but against Hag as well as Pestilence, and you know, like energy field as well, it's very, very difficult to deal. Like Legion team, they're in the upper hand in my opinion at the late stage of this game.
They will definitely have it, and you saved me a trouble having to ask you that question. That's very good, Lark. We have improved on our chemistry. That's fantastic. And in general, the problem from Team Hellborn side is that they don't have the items they need, and I would say that Pebbles needs the Demonic Breastplate as soon as possible. Here he has got the Soul's Boa, that's pretty good, but Kraken also has to look forward to a role to play in this game. When it is going to be a numbers game, you got to make sure that your numbers has got what it takes here. And 5 versus 5 kind of situation, you can easily tell that Torture, he just doesn't need, just as long as he doesn't die, that's pure damage coming from Torment. And this is not the normal Torture. Level 12 already with 2 levels into Torment. He should be looking at pretty good skills once it is a AoE kind of a fight. And that is, again, another AoE stuff that Team Legion has to offer. So, if Team Hellborn doesn't pick up the Shrunken Head, that's not going to be good for them. I would like to see Bubbles with the Shrunken Head as soon as he can. And I would also like to see Kraken with the Shrunken Head.
Yep, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't really 100% agree with Nox going Pebbles carry. I'm a little bit disapproving the. Well, I wouldn't. No, I cannot disapprove. It's too much of a strong word. But hold that thought. Is that okay? That's the solution. Yeah. Pebbles like as a carry, it's only good if you have a very early game aggressive team and if you actually utilize it. And this kind of situation is not really taking flight. Like because Pebbles can only farm as much and. He will eventually come to a point when, even though he's 6 slotted, he can't do some, you know, as much work as a 6 slotted Dampier or something like that.
Yep, Pebbles definitely has got its own glass ceiling there, and that's going to be really bad for him. But that's it. Nox is just trying his best, and 400 GPM already looking to just nicely grow on. He is already level 19 and would be able to just pick up the quick Demonic Breastplate. He already has got the Rock Clef already under control there, so that's pretty good as well. And back to the magic topic here. On Team Legion side, you got Energy Field to work with, you also got Bad Blast plus Torment, and that's really a devastating amount of magical damage on Team Legion side. Hellborn, you need a Shrunken Head, but no, it seems like Kraken is still very far from that as well. Kraken opting to go for the Portal Key, which is definitely a necessity, so no trouble there. The only problem is that he's not farming enough. 270 GPM is just very low in this game, and looking at that as well, Parasite is having a pretty decent amount of Codex on him. Let me just check that. Oh, I can't because he's in a creep. Yep.
So I think it's level 4 or level 5. I think level 4. The last I checked, it was level 4.
Okay, come on Archer, die. Come on Archer, just die. Come on Parasite, just come out the Archer. What the hell are you doing Archer? That's good.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he's out now. Codex level 4, that's correct. Looking for Codex level 5, he should have the ability to buy it already, but level 4, level 5, it doesn't really matter right now. All you need is just survivability and okay, he's gonna go for 5 instead. That's pretty good as well. And that being said, Hag already completed that Shrunken Head, and that's not gonna be helping Team Hellborn at all. Noting the fact that Pebbles, his skills are all magical.
Yeah, and Pebbles doesn't have that right-click auto-attack damage yet because it takes a while to actually build that up, and that's another reason why I don't really agree with him is that carrier Shoal when you're not having more of an offensive lineup. I actually feel that if they didn't go for Bubbles and had, you know, something else besides the Parasite and gone with a much more aggressive secondary support, they could have been a little bit more well off in this game. And also the fact that they actually did have a chance to, you know, get this game out of control and have it entirely in their favor, but they kind of sat back and started to farm a bit, and it's not really good for them because they're a team that has to be the aggressors and constantly push down lanes. You see Pestilence, I think he's gonna have his Demonic Breastplate very, very soon, and Pebbles is still far away from it, I do believe.
Yeah,
okay, he actually he purchases it over there. I think he does have enough.
Okay, that's gonna be questionable. I will want to see an inventory first before I call it there. But that being said, though, Pestilence already with the Demonic Breastplate. There we go. It's looking to be really good for Team Legion right now. So at least they're both tight in terms of items for both the Pestilence as well as the Pebbles, but in general, you still got to really worry about rally with the Hollow Key, that barrel either that you have been wanting to see. Yes, it's already completed on the rally as well. So that being said, Team Legion don't really need Truncadet on everyone else because, yep, maybe Pebbles does a lot of magical damage, but that's just Pebbles alone, and the rest of them, maybe even the Parasite, but that's just about it, man. And with the barrel either, it's gonna be more enough in general, so not everyone needs to farm a Truncadet. They can start a push right now. The Pain Train going on the schedule from the Legion side by Hellbourne team. They still don't have all 5 members at home. Pebbles actually going to be all the way at the top lane, trying to push down the tower by himself. It is going to be a pretty good trade if he gets it off. It will BN actually gets it. Yep, there's also a Parasite in his vicinity, so Parasite should actually look to pot back soon. There is a lot of aggression on the tier 3 at the mid lane, and Parasite needs to pot right now. And there we go, he's going to pot all the way back home. And this could be a next team fight that is going to be pretty big. And if Legion team wins this, it would be over for Team Hellbourne already. Now tier 3 going to be knocked on. Pebbles in his vicinity already with the Demonic Breastplate looking so good. But generally not looking good enough. That said, Team Legion is going to back away nicely, and that's going to be a lot of cheap damage that's worth the push already on the tier 3 at the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're gonna go ahead, push down really quickly, and I mean, it's getting to a point where even though more items are starting up to come up on Hellbourne, even much more items are going to be coming up on Legion team, and they're going to get so much more farmed up in this kind of situation. There is a health flower, by the way, that was already picked up by Bubbles. That's kind of to cancel out the items coming from this Hag, which would be good if he can get the jump. Although I do believe Hag should probably be pretty well off in terms of his positioning.
Yep, there goes the Shell Surf, looking at a little bit extra anti-push on the mid lane. It's going to be really effective. Most of the creeps are really down to health, and with the power throw, it's going to be more than enough. That's it, Rally just lands one hit on the defense tower and then backs away. He does have the help of the Black Legion. That's going to help him in terms of tanking up most of the damage from Team Legion side, with also the Barrel Idol.
And I think Rally's final item, if he wants to get 6 slotted, it could either be that Shrunken, or it could be something much more protective, something like even a Frostfield Plate would be pretty good for him, unless he just wants to go for a straight up Hex as well to, you know, pair up with that Portal Key Initiation. That would be very nice indeed, and it would probably even make it much more easier for him to actually land Seismic Slams, because he actually missed a couple in this game.
Yep, he did, and that's a little bit sad to see that CLN is not the best rally we've seen thus far, and that's not good at all. That's it, however, 26-18, and 36 minutes into this game. 9k gold for Team Legion. They are still pushing a lot on the mid lane here, and even the top lane has been pushed up bottom lane as well. So that being said, there goes the engagement on the Hag. Hag, a lot of trouble. Hag actually looking to go down. That's going to be really good for the help on side. And then again, looking for an extra kill on Rally. Rally going to get sucked in by Kraken, but that's going to be really good engagement, and that's perfect Symphony coming from Team Help on side. But in general, is it going to be enough to just knock off everyone else? I don't think so. And that being said, Engineer will land a little bit of extra 8 action there, but then Kraken misses the great push, and in general, now it's going to get stunned up by the Torture. Torture looking for the kill on Kraken. Kraken, a lot of trouble. Kraken is going to have to face up with that one by himself. Kraken takes the fall. Emperor, man, what's he doing by himself there? He misses the Tsunami charge. He actually thought that the rest of his team wants to jump again, but no, they wanted to go back and reset a little bit too late. And looking at that, Hag actually bought back. And there is also a buyback on Emperor. Emperor actually coming back, and that's going to be round 2. And ladies and gentlemen, round 2 between both teams here, and it's going to be a Parasite jumping in as soon as he can. Hag already shrunk it. That's not going to be good at all, and that's going to be it, man. Nux cannot lock to fall here. Nux actually is going to take the fall, and that's going to be really bad. Hag goes in extra, a little bit of HoN onto Kraken. Kraken is going to be fine, but Bubbles cannot say so for himself. Bubbles looking to run away as soon as he can, and it seems like mid lane is going to be Rexed out. Can there be any chance for Team Hellbourne to come into this one? That's the question. I don't see that any buyback on Team Hellbourne. So maybe 3 against 5. They don't want to take a team fight. They're going to give away the meat Rexes as well, and that's going to be a big win for Team Legion. A buyback well worth it.
Yeah, very worth of that buyback coming in from Hag. They did a lot of work. They got the Raxus mid, and they got a couple of more kills on top of that, so good plays by him. But I have to say, really good initiation coming from Hellbourne team. But the thing is, it's already at that point where even though you kill the Hag, you still have to deal with things like Energy Field, a Rally with so much tankiness, the Pestilence as well, who's just roaming around with that Demonic Breastplate, which I think he should have had, but it's not in his inventory, surprisingly enough. He is going to pick it up now at least, so that's good for him.
Yep, and Hag this time instinctively popped the Shrunk Cadet before the burst coming in from the Parasite. So Parasite wasn't able to just silence away the Shrunk Cadet, so that's going to be a little bit sad to see as well.
Yep, definitely. It just all the really small plays coming out. I mean, not really small plays, but I mean the small things that they do is helping a lot and translating to such a bigger picture for this Legion team. Really well played by them so far, and I don't know, they could definitely take this game, and that would probably be the doom. I mean, spell the doom for impunity.storm.
It will, and it's all going to boil back to yesterday's game as to why they lost to Tether Masters for 2 games straight, and that, again, is also going to spoil to every single game that they lost, and it's just so close that they are able to make it to the HoNTour Grand Finals, but I'm not calling just yet. I'm just saying that it is looking really grim right now. 14k goalie for Team Legion. They are in a pretty good spot so far. Impunity Storm, they cannot afford to lose this one. If they do, it's done. Therefore, no consider just yet, even though the mid lane has been rexed out, and they are all looking for a pretty much a redemption kind of a period now. All 5 of them gonna try and nicely snowball in the mid lane here. Being the only lane that has been pushed in, they are looking to just go forward with the push at the mid lane. However, on the Legion side, I would say that they are at the top lane looking for extra push potential themselves. They are actually gonna go for the Kong, the Hellbourne team that is. Or maybe not, just gonna swing by Kong and say hi, go back to the Legion jungle, looking for a little bit more extra members there. But most of them already at the top lane, the only exception being Pestilence at the mid lane. Pestilence with the portal key will be able to chase out with his teammate as long as he activates the Take Flight as well.
Yeah, Take Flight such a really strong ability in Pestilence. I'm curious to see what Pestilence next item is gonna be. There's a lot of things that they can go for. Looking at the Hellborn's lineup, they still don't have like that push book on the Luna. Pebbles still doesn't have anything else to help with his right click auto attacks. Maybe even extra lockdown would be good.
Okay,
Kraken stole his bottle. Okay, he
now
got a.
now it's completely questionable. They didn't push the mid lane, they danced about a little bit in the Legion jungle trying to pick someone off, but now they're gonna defend the top lane. If they lose this one, it's done.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you were saying?
No, here comes the team fight though.
Oh yeah, the team fight's gonna be happening soon, and that's gonna be really bad to see. And that being said, on the Hellbourne side, they are just waiting to defend here. The tier 3 is gonna get knocked down by the Team Legion, and it seems like Pebbles jumping a little bit too early. So is the Kraken Emperor. That's a big misplay. Cool draw used on Kraken Emperor. No trouble Emperor. In fact, looking to just deal a little bit extra damage on Rally. Rally is just so close to death there, but not dying just yet. And a big bad blast from the Wretched Hack is gonna make sure that the kill is gonna ensue there. And Team Hellbourne is done, man. They are going out straight out one way to get, not looking like they can come back even. That being said, Rally is just so close to death. They're just able to come back quickly. 3 members still alive on Team Hellbourne side. I do believe that Emperor Babael again, and Emperor, the only thing that is alive that can deal a little extra damage there, but it's not able to do much with him because he doesn't have the Kraken ultimate. So they at least are able to defend the top lane Rex's, but the tier 3 already down. And here comes the Kodra shooting again on Bubbles. Bubbles in trouble. Bubbles looking to go down. Bubbles cannot afford to go down, but Bubbles will go down. That's it. Nox. The Pebbles gonna get bite on by all 3 members there. It's gonna be done deal here. And even the Kraken is going to take the fall, so VNs and Shishin going to lead the GQ outplay for Team Hellbourne side. And this is going to be, man, step.gods going to take away one game from them, and they are also going to take away the chance to go into the HoNTour Grand Finals.
Yeah, if the math is correct, I think they most probably are out of the major league over there. So they're really unfortunate. The early game aggression didn't work out for the lineup. There are a couple of heroes they could have actually substituted inside that. And the thing is, they didn't utilize that game advantage that they had. Like, there was that small window of opportunity for them where they actually were able to pick up a couple of kills, and then after that they just kind of sat back and farmed. Didn't utilize the heroes. That portal key on Pebs wasn't enough because the thing is, he can't jump in alone without any extra support in the hopes of killing anyone. So it's just really difficult for him to find pickups as well, because the Legion team, they eventually found up the farm. They got really tanky, and yeah, Hellborn just couldn't find the footing for that.
Yep, that's going to be really sad to see as well. And in general, man, that is really bad play coming from Impunity Storm. And maybe they stick to the guns, they would have been able to secure this win against step.gods. Because step.gods, if you look at the lineup, they don't have something that's two-way word into the late stage of this game. And it's just, oh god damn it. They should have won this game, and if only they stick to their guns. But no, they decided to try something different. And Nox, man, yes, okay, maybe you can say Nox playing the carry route, that's going to be the safe sign for Team Hellbourne. But this game, putting him in the Pebbles in the mid lane, you got to be out of your mind.
Yeah, I mean, mid lane Pebbles, Nox it's still okay, but the thing is, again, it's just the draft overall. I feel like kind of lacked a bit in terms of, like I don't think they necessarily needed the bubbles in my opinion, but nevertheless, they do lose this game, so it's just really unfortunate. Well played by step.gods, I have to say.
Well deserved victory for step.gods, really. And I mean, the main reason why I say Nox on Pebbles not very good is because I would definitely want to see Nox on insane heroes like Moon Queen, maybe a little bit on Dark Lady. Even Draconis is good, but nope, doesn't have the ability to pick the kind of a hero just yet. And that's it. Pebbles gonna be, I mean, Nova is the drafter of all, so Nova picked the draft for this team, and in general it didn't really work out because of a lot of misplays in the mid and early stage of this game. Ganks just didn't work out, and that's gonna be it for Impunity Storm. So Impunity Storm is gonna be out of the HoNTour Grand Finals, and we still have got a lot of other teams actually still up for the run here. RNG Sports as well in the lead, and even Impunity Earth looking pretty good themselves. That being said, it is going to be sad, and this is going to be game 1 and 2 covered for today's HoNTour Southeast Asia action, and round 14, man, it's done. Lark, any last minute shoutouts?
Yeah, big shoutouts to the usual crew, EGTV crew that is, the coolest crew in the world. Nah, I'm just kidding. Huge shout out to the viewers as usual. Thank you so much for supporting us. We're slowly growing, and it's good to see this kind of progress that we're making. We'd love to bring more international games, but of course, I think there are a couple of restrictions upon that. So we'll try our best to do whatever we can. And of course, a huge shout out to all the players in G League. Thank you so much for the games that we get to cast. Without you players, we won't be even casting anything. And yeah, that's about it.
That's good. You summarized everything for me. I'm gonna shout to Lark for lifting us up and then bashing us down. That's gonna be really good. As well as everyone else in his channel. Thank you for staying here with us. 120, 130, 140 plus of you guys. It's just jumping. My viewer count is bugged. So thank you guys for watching. We actually are not done today. No, we are gonna lock on our international accounts and look to bring you a little bit more extra scream action from Lions Esports as well as Stay Green and TMSR if we can get those invites. So do stay with us for while we sort out the game. We hope you guys will have enjoyed our cast as much as we do enjoy casting this game ourselves. And so far, it's been a really pleasant journey. It has been spiking all the way up and down for us. Both us as well as impunity.storm, it's pretty good to see that as well. That's it. This is Babael joining me today. Is Lark. See you guys, and maybe catch you guys in a short while we get back on our international account. That's it. See you guys in a short moment. Goodbye.
See ya.